Hey everyone, thanks for watching. We're in Traverse City at a new roasting company and a place to get great coffee, Mundos. With us is John, co-owner and chief roaster. John Steen, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Glad you could be here today.
All right, as we speak today, you haven't been open for very long. You're brand new to the scene. First, explain, what is Mundos? Give us kind of the 30-second elevator speech.
Sure. So Mundos, actually, Dan Clark, one of the co-owners, his childhood friend Jeremy, his nickname was Jeramundo. And as teenage boys, they always talked about, hey, we want to have a coffee shop someday, and we're going to call it Mundos. However, the Spanish word mundo actually means world.
Right.
And so there's kind of a two-sided thing to it where we're sourcing and roasting coffee from all over the world. So there's the personal story, but also the beautiful coffee element side.
All right, when you talk about coffee, for someone like me, because I'm slow and dim-witted, I think of just percolating it or, just give me a cup of black coffee. But that's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so we here at Mundos, we really love to highlight what we're doing, roasting coffee by the region from all over the world. The best way we can highlight our coffee here is through a method called pour-over coffee.
Okay.
So pour-over is a process of weighing out just an exact amount of beans to an exact amount of water, and it really pulls out and extracts all of the flavor and kind of the fullest potential of each coffee so that as the customer and the guest, you get the best experience in the cup.
All right, so how did you and Dan end up doing this? I mean, what said to you, you know what, we really need to open up a spot in Traverse City?
Yeah, so I've been in the coffee industry for about the last 12 years downstate in the Metro Detroit area. Dan and I kind of crossed paths through some mutual friends up here in Traverse City, and Dan had this dream to start a coffee business, and our vision and philosophy of what we wanted to do here at Mundos kind of met up and kind of collided, and we thought, why don't we do this thing together and
Right.
put our experience and our passion together, and really almost instead of a traditional coffee shop feel that you would
Right.
maybe find coming into a coffee shop, almost more of like a coffee tasting room, if you will, where we want to engage people's senses and create this experience around coffee, because we realize that coffee really brings people together and really helps to kind of foster relationships.
Yeah, it's interesting because the space here is very, very nice. We're over here on Boone. And how would you describe it? You kind of just did, but the feel to it is a little different than you would expect.
Yeah, so the decor inside here, Sarah Clark, one of the other co-owners, she is kind of the design eye, and we went for almost more of a clean, modern, minimal feel, but yet there's the beautiful accents of wood,
Right.
so it kind of gives it a warm feel. And some people that have visited us from Grand Rapids, Chicago, more urban areas have said, oh, this really feels almost like it belongs in a big city, or it has that urban feel to it.
Absolutely. All right, so you served us some coffee this morning. What did you serve us?
So we served you the coffee from Colombia,
Okay.
which through our roasting and because of where it's grown, has a really distinct like dried cherry, brown sugar, peach note to it. And that's not by adding any of those elements to the coffee, it's just because of the farm of where the coffee's grown, the soil, the elevation, the climate, and then just through the careful, exact roasting process, we're really trying to pull out all the greatest flavor
Right.
we can out of each coffee.
Well, because of the area where we are, where beer is so big, I'm thinking maybe a Mundos coffee beer is in the offing.
Yeah, so definitely that's part of our vision and plan here, is that we'd love to partner with some of the local breweries. And speaking of the brewery side of things, we have a coffee on a tap handle here called Nitro Cold Brew Coffee.
Oh, there you go.
And so the Nitro Cold Brew is in a keg, and then the keg is tapped with a nitrogen line, and the nitrogen just draws out a lot of creamy texture and sweetness out of the coffee. and it's just a very, very awesome coffee product and a huge craze kind of in the specialty coffee world. So
the physical location is on Boone. Where in the digital world can we find you?
So we are at mundosroastingco.com is our website, and then also Mundos Roasting & Co. on Facebook, and then also on Instagram, Mundos Roasting Co. Can find pictures, can find coffees available to purchase online.
Excellent.
So
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Vic. Appreciate it.
At a new roasting company and a great place to get coffee in Traverse City, I'm Vic McCarty for My News 26.